Sponsored by AC Designs.
Well, there's other activity out there besides the snapper gang, so I thought I'd start off with fishing since, well, we've been talking about fishing. And the winds that brought in the moisture, well, going to keep things kind of bumpy. Yeah, we have football going on as well, and a lot of other activity, folks, so that's come on down south because this is pretty much where some of the wettest weather has been. Not necessarily right over Jacksonville, Duval, downtown, and the Georgia-Florida border battle, but it certainly was this morning down over southern St. Johns County and Flagler County, and a pretty similar setup. So certainly as a forecaster wondering, are we going to see that overnight tonight or tomorrow? I don't think overnight. Here's a look with radar. These are the downpours pretty much offshore, and I think there they will stay. So if you do happen to have plans overnight, I think we're going to continue with that kind of dampish feel. If we have some downpours come ashore, probably once again south of St. Augustine and the Green Cove Springs area. But again, right now things are relatively quiet, maybe beginning to see some downpours developing farther offshore. But that's, of course, where most of us will be sleeping. What about as we go through the day on Saturday and beyond? Well, first of all, I wanted to show you temperatures really haven't dropped all that much. And as we look at the dew point, remember, that's the decider as far as where the moisture is. A little bit dry over southeastern Georgia. Dew points higher down south, and that also supports the idea that if there's going to be another round of downpours come ashore during the morning, it's going to be where you see those dew points near 70. So again, about St. Augustine on to the south. So with that said, again, overnight, mostly more in the way of dampish versus widespread rain. Maybe some sprinkles out there. Temperatures won't drop much, sitting at about 62 degrees. Let's go to the weather map. Helps us figure out what's going to happen. Now, the stormier weather actually today was out to the west of us down south along the Red River Valley. That system will weaken as it heads our way. Our system overall will remain weak, but just strong enough. A little low offshore, high to the north. We have this nor'easter type scenario. It keeps the clouds in. Makes it look, I think, like it is chilly and like it at any point could pour. But for the most part, more in the way of just clouds and the breeze. So here we go. First of all, for those of you that start the day off early, maybe going to do some fishing, maybe going to bring the boat down for the game. Again, it's going to be gusty, but those northeast winds will start to diminish as we go through the day. By the way, just want to let you know the Hurricane Center is still watching a couple spots. Nothing for us to worry about. The one system east of us by over 600 miles continues to head away and weaken. The other system, this is deep in the Caribbean, probably will become a depression over the weekend, but not only do we not expect it to become much more than a depression, instead of curving north toward, well, Florida and Georgia, if anything, beyond 5 days, so we're talking about all next week, it's going to curve southwestward, and I don't think it's going to be a big deal for our friends over Central America. So on Saturday, breezy and dampish as far as an overall look for northeast Florida and southeastern Georgia. I'll talk about specifically the game in just a moment. Beyond that, on to Sunday we go, a little bit brighter, a little bit warmer. Not as breezy, but there will be a couple thunderstorms developing during the afternoon, and then we're going to finish October on a warm way, 85 degrees. So if you like warm weather, Halloween will be a treat. And then we're going to continue with relatively mild weather as we finish up the week. But of course, the main event is to come. That's the battle. That's the game. And here's how it looks. Again, a lot of clouds. It's going to look chilly, but still temperatures in the 70s. We'll have a northeast wind of about 10 to 15, so I suspect the sports team will be talking about this swirling wind within the bank. As far as showers, I wish I could say absolutely no, but there will be a slight chance of a shower right about at kickoff. So overall, looks to me like meteorologically speaking, the synoptic border battle will continue. I'll leave the rest of it up to sports.